What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Magicycle Deer, which is a dual suspension fat tire e-bike. Taking a look at the specs, this bike has a 750 watt motor, a 52 volt 20 amp hour battery, Kenda 26 by 4-inch tires, front and rear suspension, 188 millimeter hydraulic disc brakes, a Shimano 7-speed shifter, and weighs a whopping 92.3 pounds. Getting this bike in the mail, this was by far one of the heaviest boxes I've received so far, as the box weighed 120 pounds. The FedEx driver was by himself, so I actually had to go outside and help him bring in the box as well. Opening up the box, you get an accessories box which has the pedals, your front headlight, a nice zipper bag with your assembly tools, the charger, and even some white Mickey Mouse gloves so you can assemble the bike without getting your hands dirty. As far as assembly goes, this was very simple and similar to most other e-bikes. All you have to do is install the front wheel, pedals, the front headlight, and the handlebars. Taking a look at the bike itself, I really love the design of this bike. The yellow and black just really stands out, and while their gray and green bikes are also nice, this is the one that really grabbed my attention the most. It's odd that they call this the SUV e-bike, because this design actually reminds me of Lamborghini's luxury SUV, which I believe is called the Urus. It just has a nice and bold look to it, and overall looks very well done. The one they have here is their touring version, which includes the fenders and a rear rack, but if you want a more sportier look, they also have a naked off-road version as well. One of the other main features of this bike is their unique rear suspension system they have. The rear wheel kind of just hangs off the back and is connected with one pivot point and then the rear suspension piece. So when you hit bumps, instead of bouncing inward into the bike, the rear wheel kind of just bounces up and down on its own. So in practice, this does look like it should help keep more of the bumps from traveling up and into the rest of the frame. This is another reason why they call this their SUV e-bike, as this is supposed to be a large plush riding bike with a heavy carrying capacity as well. Taking a look at the lights, you have a nice integrated headlight, which looks like it should have a pretty good dispersion, but we'll test that out once I get a chance to do a night ride. Then you also have a brake light in back, which also flashes once you press the brake as well. This bike also has a nice color screen. It's not the highest resolution, but it's bright and easy to read with all the information you need. So overall, I have no issues with it. Coming to this back, this bike has a huge heavy duty rack that is almost twice as long as most other racks. Then coming around to the sides, they actually include these nice straps, which are very helpful to secure anything you might want to carry. What's cool is these aren't just standard bungee cords, but they actually have special ends that are made to latch onto the rack. As stated earlier, this is a 52 volt e-bike. The advantage of this is you not only get more range, but also more power as well. Lastly, the battery on this bike is integrated and mounts at the bottom of the down tube. The battery is black, and then they also have black accents on top of the down tube as well. So this really helps tie everything together and make the battery blend into the bike. Unfortunately, it's been snowing a lot this week, and right now the streets are all slippery and covered in slush. I don't feel like slipping and crashing into a car, so I will not be doing a test ride today. But as soon as the weather clears up a bit, I'll definitely be taking this bike out for a ride. As of right now, based off the specs alone, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being one of the best fat tire e-bikes I've tested so far. Alright, well that about wraps up this video. If you have any questions at all, as usual, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.